These lively, energetic men are Spartan warriors. They were supposed to fight against a million-strong army with just a dozen or so men, but when they arrived at the battlefield, they found that the enemy had fewer people than they did. The Spartan king asked the Persian emperor, "Didn't you claim to have 1,000,000 soldiers? Where are they?" As soon as he finished speaking, the Persian emperor immediately called out his little cell phone and called in 1,000,000 troops on the spot. Before they could recover from their confusion, a large number of Persian troops surrounded the Spartans completely. Even so, the Spartans remained full of fighting spirit, ready to fight the Persian army to the very end. Come on over and get some. These are the real Spartan warriors, only the very best survive. Every newborn baby had to undergo screening. If a baby cried for milk as soon as they opened their eyes and would spit up if they didn't get it, they were dealt with immediately. Only those with a full beard and even an 8-pack of abs from birth were qualified to become Spartan warriors. The Council of Elders would stamp the infant and subject him to strict training from a very young age. The first challenge is to get past grandma. Knocking out her dentures is just the beginning. Next is the father's turn. He starts by headbutting the child, knocking him over.
Right into your head. Think your heart.
Give him the power driver, honey. Power driver! That's my boy.
This is how Spartans raise their children. Ensuring they grow up healthy and happy has always been the core principle of the Spartans. But happy times are always too short-lived. In that war-torn era, the vast and powerful Persian Empire set its sights on the legendary and defiant Spartan territory. What the hell was that? Wait, what? You just kissed me. That is how men of Sparta greet one another. High fives are for the women, and open-mouthed tongue kisses are for the men. The messenger said to the king of Sparta, "The Persian Empire rules the world. Only Sparta remains unsubmitted. If you bow down and acknowledge our rule, the king will grant you endless benefits. The first gift for your submission is this pair of Conan's sneakers." While the king of Sparta turned away to think, the Persian messenger actually tried to hit on the Spartan queen. Who could possibly swallow that insult? What on earth is happening here? What? He came on to me. I certainly did not do that. This is the great Sparta. Silently, the king of Sparta kicked the messenger into the pit. The nearby attendant approached to watch, but he was also kicked down. Then pressing the flush switch, those who fell were completely washed away. Killing the Persian messenger was a formal declaration of war. Sparta's king sought warriors from across the country, but only 10 met his standards. Still, he was extremely confident. Victory isn't just about numbers. Unleashing each man's potential gives them the strength to stand against their opponents. After that, the king of Sparta led the 10 warriors to the battlefield. After a 10-minute long-distance dash, they finally arrived at the battlefield supply station, and then ordered a huge amount of takeout to reward the warriors. Just after finishing their Libby drinks and replenishing their energy, the Persian vanguard quietly approached. The atmosphere instantly became extremely tense. A great battle was about to begin. Faced with the Persians' endless provocations, the newly inspired chubby kid charged straight at them. They say a teammate's sacrifice makes a team limitless. Little Fatty's fall ignited the Spartan spirit, and now these warriors are challenging their opponents in a talent show. That's right, the dance they look down on is this one. In the first round it was a draw. Then the Spartan king pulled off a difficult move, earning a perfect score from the judges. In the end, the Spartans won, and the Persian army was so frightened they retreated until they fell off a cliff, resulting in their complete annihilation. While everyone drank beer to celebrate their first victory, the Persian emperor arrived with a 1,000,000-strong army. Meanwhile, the Spartan queen was busy too. She called upon all the nation's warriors to rush to the battlefield, but the village elder stopped her and incited everyone to surrender. Enraged, the queen transformed into Venom, and Spider-Man punched straight through the elder's body. To their surprise, his body was made of sand, making physical attacks completely useless. However, the queen immediately pulled out a vacuum and sucked the elder up into it. The supposedly invincible elder met his end just like that. In the end, the Queen's show led people nationwide to fund and support Sparta. Meanwhile, Spartans and Persians fought fiercely for many rounds, leaving them exhausted. Luckily, street vendors were everywhere, otherwise the battle would be unbearable. After resting, both sides prepared for the second round of their showdown.
Spartan always protects another man's rear. Adjust your sword, boy. Sticking into my back. I'm not very much.
Despite their numerical advantage, every Spartan warrior fought fiercely, and the large black pots in their hands seemed divinely powered. For a moment, the Persian army was repeatedly driven back. Seeing the battle turn against him, the Persian emperor immediately summoned the Ghost Rider, but the Spartans were prepared for fire, always carrying handy noodles with them. The formidable Ghost Rider was instantly defeated by a fire extinguisher. Seeing the unfavorable situation unfold, the Persian emperor reluctantly sent the volatile Rocky into the fray. Rocky proved incredibly brave, securing first blood upon arrival, which enraged the Spartan warriors. They immediately went berserk, knocking off Rocky's wig with a single punch. Undeterred, Rocky retaliated swiftly, flooring the man. Lying on the ground, he found a dagger, but then saw a gun, then a poison needle. Ultimately, he used the Spartan's foot bathwater to defeat Rocky. As a man flaunted his golden belt, the Persian emperor seized the opportunity, piercing him with a spear. Enraged by the loss, the Spartan king entered a berserk state, going full Grand Theft Auto, dual-wielding guns, and taking down 1,000,000 underlings. Seeing this, the Persian emperor knew all was lost and waddled quickly away, his 200 pounds jiggling as he fled. He tripped over something, and, turning back, so it was the energy crystal the Transformers desperately sought. With this treasure, he jumped into the car and activated transformation mode. After a shake, the Persian emperor transformed into a super brave Predacon. Seeing this, the Spartans lost spirits. Such a huge monster was simply beyond human capabilities to fight. Just as the Persian emperor was about to attack, disaster struck. The power cord connecting the Devastator unexpectedly detached, sending the multi-ton behemoth crashing down towards the Spartans. In the end, both sides were annihilated. This marked the conclusion of the truly massive and devastating war. As a parody film, it incorporated elements from many other movies. What's even more rare is that all of the characters in this movie are indeed played by the original Spartan cast. I really don't know how a group of hormone-fueled tough guys actually made such a hilarious film.